Hello and welcome everyone to another property video tour. My name is Sarah Remmelberger. I am buyer and listing specialist at HomeKey, Portugal. Looking to embark on a journey to the Portuguese countryside? Then let me show you today's property. It consists of 2 countryside houses and 4,600 square meters of land. We start our tour here at the entrance to the property. You arrive conveniently on a tarmac road, and here you can already have a look onto the alley of houses and buildings which are awaiting you on this property. The property begins here, it goes down to the left and then from here up to the right. So this is more the garden part with lots of fruit trees. And then on the bottom part there is a seasonal stream which is the boundary to this side. There are a few storage buildings, so you can have a look inside. Does not open more. And another section here. With another room in the back. Maybe you can hear it, the water is running here. This property has a borehole which is being used for the irrigation, so very conveniently, and electrics from mains electricity are still connected as well. Then we have this stone building which is also used for storage. But you could also convert it into a craft room, workshop. The roof is made of wood and the walls of schist stone. Then here we can step out into the first house. So electricity is still on. To the left there is a room, and from here we can walk through to another bedroom. The wood you can see here can be taken away, of course. Now this would open up the space, and also if you take out the ceiling then you have more height. On top there is the attic, so it's easy to take this wood out and to create a bigger space. This is the access to the attic. So we have about 1 meter, 1.5 meters standing height on top there under the main beam. And here you can see the chimney. And another room. And in the back is where the small bedroom was. We've just had a look at. Yes, let's move on. First, have a look at the view over the garden to this side of the houses. So there are a few grapevines, there are roses, fig trees, and no neighbor near, as you can see. It's very quiet. This is the very end of a small village with only a few inhabitants. And we're 6 kilometers away from the historic Schist Village of Salgueiral, where you find more services and amenities, and 25 kilometers away from Castelo Branco. You can see a water tank for storage, which can also be fed with the water of the borehole. And here we get into the other house with this hall, dining space, then a living area and a bedroom. And here are these wooden cupboards. Again, there is access to the attic, and we do have windows as well to let natural light in. A new electricity meter is installed here. And walking through here, we have access to another bedroom. And here we can come to the kitchen. Again, it has chimney, dishwashing sink, a window, and of course can be modernized and rearranged according to your likings. From here we get to the back side of the house. Now there is this kind of corridor, and then on top we have another plot of garden with the fruit trees. So let's walk around here. And of course, you know, no Portuguese countryside house without an adega, the wine cave. That's this room here. And if you wonder where the bathroom is, then you're going to see it here. It has been built afterwards, so that's why it is located at the end of the building, with bathtub, bidet, a toilet and vanity unit. And if we walk out here, then we're in the front of the house again. So again, you can see this row of houses, the alley, and enjoy the countryside views. So this is where the property ends, in a straight line to both sides, up to the hill, there's a little slope, and then down to the stream in the bottom. Nice countryside views. And now I'd like to show you the garden on top. So we do have a variety of fruit trees, apple, pomegranate, quince, there is fig, there is peach, we do have grapevines, here they are. So there is lots of space for you. For example, if you wanted to set up an above ground swimming pool, a play area for families, or having animals. All this is possible here. There are also several water taps all over the property. So if you wanted to use them for irrigation, then that's already in place. And here to this side, it goes up to the top. So we're about halfway now here, where you can see the fence. And there are a few more trees, and there is also a threshing area, so a flat surface made of stone on top, accessible from the nearby road. For example, if you wanted to park a mobile home, a camper there, then you have space enough to do so. To the back side of the house, there is another bread oven, of course, also a very important feature of those kind of properties. The wood-fired bread oven is in the very back here. And what you can see there is probably for rainwater harvesting. Yes, back in the days. And then from there you could also let the water out and use it for irrigation. Here's another small shed for keeping animals, chickens for example. The apples are growing on the tree. Okay, let's walk around this way. If you'd like to open up the space, you could of course take these walls down. So here we have another water retention tank. There is a well on the property with still water inside. So again, if you'd like to set up your garden here, planting vegetables, you could also use the water of the well. And here you can see more sheds for animals, for tools or to convert them. Very typical. You can still see that people used to keep their animals in here. Yes, with another room in the back. And here again the view over the property, where you see this line of bushes in the bottom. This is where the property ends. I see another fig tree here behind the building. It makes a charming little farm. And then to finish, let's have a quick look at the last annex building, also used for animals. You can see those brick divisions. And after that, only the backside is missing, which is an open space. So simple roof, another shed, and underneath here you can see the access to the borehole, which is feeding the irrigation system. And that's all for now. This is the end of our tour, and I say thank you for watching. As you could see, there is lots of room and space for your ideas to be realized and to enjoy the countryside life in Portugal. If you need more information or if you want to view the property yourself, then just contact us via properties@homekeyportugal.com. We're looking forward to hearing your reactions, and I hope to see you soon in another video.